Welcome back to another Reddit video. I am yours truly, Vladimir Krupnik. Double G, the GOAT. Legitimately, this is the funniest wrestling moment I have ever seen. So I'm a big fan of Dark Side of the Ring. I think it's absolutely amazing. You know what's better than professional wrestling? Stories about professional wrestling. So I watched every season, every episode. I feel like I know a lot about the history of professional wrestling, yet I learned so much more. And it's interesting to hear different perspectives, right? And this particular situation is not funny at all, obviously, but the way he phrased it is literally straight out of a comedy show. In case you didn't hear that. So he's talking about how he was struggling with beer, right? Obviously, way too much creates problems in your life.
And, you know, I'll never forget that, man. I was at a pool party in my backyard, and I looked down at my gut. And I go, not on my watch. I'm never going to have a beer gut.
What's his solution? I'll never have a beer gut.
And that day I switched to vodka.
I don't know why it made me laugh so much, but I have a lot of people in my family that said almost the exact same thing. Look, I'm not laughing at the situation, obviously, but I think he intentionally said it that way to make an entertaining episode, because this was absolutely wild. Like, legitimately, I'm watching this sad story, obviously touching, right? And then he drops shit like that. Anyway, in case you haven't watched Dark Side of the Ring, go watch it. It's great. You know, if you like professional wrestling, you'll absolutely enjoy it. Oh, I'll never forget that one. Big ass. Yes, people, big ass. There was also a good one with great balls of fire. I don't remember what... Can I find it? Oh yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Eat balls. Yes, everybody, WWE are advising you to simply eat bowels. Who should win a world title first? I think this is an easy one. I think it's Lyra. Somebody who should already be bigger in the WWE after the Becky Lynch rivalry. The matches were great. The story was decent. I don't know why it never really went further than that. And thankfully, it's going somewhere now. I don't F with the gimmick. I don't know why. I think WWE kinda overdid it anyway. It's a bit goofy. But at least she's cutting decent promos. She's still having good matches. And she's getting those dubs. So I think the answer is pretty clear right here. Oh yeah, they censored the shirt. Like, why? Why? Netflix live version, Netflix replay version. Talk, get hit. So when it comes to Brock Lesnar, all I need is talk. Can I make a squeezing sound? Milky squeezing sounds. Can I do that? I don't know with Brock Lesnar. I don't know. I hate this because it was promised to us that Netflix will have less censorship. But what the fuck is this shit? What is this shit? I hate it. I hate it, especially since you put on Netflix. There are shows where I don't wanna. You can see boobies. You can see boobies on Netflix. You can hear bad words too. Even like the really bad words. Because it's scripted and it's entertainment, and WWE is the same thing. It's a show about fighting, betrayal, blood. And we can't see simple shit like shit. It's absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. Especially people since you can see boobies on Netflix. It's official. By the order of Triple H, it will be the Ring General Gunter versus the modern day gladiator Nick Aldis Magnus at SummerSlam. Confession, I have never seen Nick Aldis in the ring other than just a couple of clips. So that's why I'm excited, probably. What's interesting about this match too is that you would think that since he's a general manager, he's old, you know, grandpa. Not at all. I think he's 39 years old, at least I think so. That's what I saw. So he's just as old as half of the roster, right? So it's not that big of an issue. He talked at Chris Van Vliet's podcast, pretty much said he wants another match. He really wants another match. So I want to see that. And Gunter is a perfect opponent, tremendous wrestler. So I think this match is actually going to be very entertaining. First of all, it's kind of uncanny seeing Nick Aldis in the ring, so that's entertaining. I think the match itself is going to surprise us. the story is somewhat decent. You know, everybody pushed Nick Aldis, and Gunter kinda, well, he crossed the line. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the future we're going to see Nick Aldis versus Drew McIntyre too, because that's been a rivalry, it's been teased at least. The result is kinda obvious though. I'm not gonna even save it for my predictions video. Gunter is taking the dub. I wasn't taking the product seriously at all for a long time, but this show really made me think about how weird this whole thing was. If it would end with tag team match, it would be a decent show, but what was this? When did Seth become a heel out of nowhere? And did they just put a giant sponsor in the main event? Yes. All of it. Seth Rollins didn't become a heel. This was like almost non-canon in a way. None of it mattered. None of it should matter. I hated this show. I really did. I think there are a couple of good things, a couple of good matches. You know, Bayley versus Lyra was good. The tag team match, Cody, Punk, that was decent. Other than that, kinda takes away from the whole point of the main event in my opinion, because this is a show that I feel like should feel classic, right? At one point, during this show in particular, we didn't even get all the sponsors on the ring. It was as classic as it gets, which is 2010s, because even then they didn't have, you get what I'm trying to mean. And this was pointless. I hated it. Like, the celebrity involvement, it kinda tells me that we might see that at SummerSlam, we might see an interference or two. I hate it. It's been a long time since the last Reddit video. Yeah, we're back, people. Sorry for, lack of uploads. It's summer. We rarely get great weather in Lithuania, so I'm just trying to spend some time with my family on the grill, all that shit, basically. Traveling across, 100 kilometers back and forth. Not much of a traveler, but basically trying to spend some time with my family. I think eventually these Reddit videos are going to be like every other day, almost daily again. You just need to go to work. You need to post, people. This is the best job in the world. It doesn't pay anything, so you don't even have to worry. Am I going to get a raise by posting on the Great Ones Up? No. You don't have to worry about any of that shit. It's very, very consistent. Karma! They're finally building it, people. They're finally building it. And during one of these press conferences, CM Punk basically said, that wasn't on purpose. This is. So he pushed Cody. Finally, we're getting something, and I'm being naive, I'm being hopeful for no reason whatsoever. WWE didn't give me a sign I should be hopeful, but I'm a dumbass. So what I'm trying to tell you is that I hope Cody is going to turn heel. Preferably at SummerSlam, actually. What, 2 weeks away? I can wait. 2 weeks, Cody turns heel. We're all interested in the product again. But WWE don't have the balls. I don't know if Cody does. Yeah, excited about the match. My worry is that it's going to be the same shit all over again. Hot take, Braun Breaker's boring AF. There are zero interesting things about him since he came to the main roster. Not world championship material at all. Mid-card is for him. I disagree. His booking is whack. It's boring. But at one point, I literally thought he would be a world champion by now. I think he's good. He's entertaining in the ring. Promos, there's energy. I think it's going to take some time for him to kind of find the real character. Right now, he's just a strong dude. Strong dude compared to Roman Reigns a lot. Eventually, I think he'll find what works best, or it's just simply not the right storylines. WWE are being very careful with him. I don't know if lately, because he's not doing much. I think in a way, I could be wrong, the rise of Obafemi kind of stopped his momentum, because now they're kind of focusing on Obafemi, so Braun Breaker has to wait a little. Eventually, he's still probably the face of the company in the future, right? And dude is still young. I think he's good. I really like Braun Breaker, but I get your point, I guess. Durag, Vince McMahon was absolutely wild.
What's up, Holmes? What up, G? Peace out, my brothers.
That's all it took. He shaved his head.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Could you do this nowadays? Probably not.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm down. Keep it up.
Okay, this is where we stop. You wake up as the Great One. What's the first video you're making, brother? I look dead in this photo. Legitimately. Lost all color. I don't even know who that is. You don't know? The Great One, the greatest of all time, Vladimir Krupnik? That's on you, brother. Pranking strangers as Rey Mysterio. Wow. You know what is the biggest crime in the wrestling community scene? Me not buying a Rey Mysterio mask. You know, it's diabolical. I can't even explain it. I can't make up any excuses. I should have it. Thoughts? So, it's funny because, like, it doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make... I know what you're trying to imply. Wouldn't work like that. Would not simply work like that. Theory is into it. I don't know what you're asking about the segment or this quite Netflix-like boobies scene we're watching. I knew this is going to get weird. It got weird pretty fast. Anyway, people, thank you for watching this video. Appreciate your time. The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.